Hi, everybody. We are so excited that you're here. I am Tammy Stronach, best known as the Childlike Empress from The Neverending Story, and this marks my return to the big screen after 40 years. And this is my husband, Greg Steinbruder, and together we are the Paper Canoe Company.
About 6 years ago, Tammy and I took a walk near our apartment here in Brooklyn, New York, and we went around the corner and we saw a full city block long mural of Falkor the Luck Dragon from the Neverending Story painted on the wall as part of an advertising campaign. And during that walk, I asked Tammy if she thought it was time to come back to the big screen, and she said yes. Soon after that, I started writing a script, and the rest, I guess, is history, because here we are today for this nationwide release of Man and Witch, The Dance of a Thousand Steps. We wanted to share with you some of our inspiration for the film and also some of the projects that we've worked on to make sure that the film feels like an authentic 80s fantasy film. I was just like many people, an 80s movie fan. And I wanted to make a movie that was like that because we were bringing Tammy back, and it just felt like we should be making an 80s fantasy film. I had these talking animals in the script, and I knew we couldn't use CGI. That would be too expensive. But what would they have done in the 80s? Well, they used puppets.
So we reached out to the Jim Henson Preacher Shop, and it was the pandemic, which is obviously a very difficult time. But in this particular instance, it created this strange opportunity because
they're all stuck in their house. There's no production happening. They're, at best case, working out of their garages. So they said, ordinarily, we wouldn't necessarily have time for you folks. But because this actually fits in our calendar, we'd love to talk about it. So we get on the kickoff call, and there's Peter Brook,
who's like the most iconic puppet maker in the world.
And he's talking about how he wants to design these puppets, and we were just over the moon, and they got right to work. Then we decided to move the whole production to Scotland, where the weather is variable.
At this moment, we are sitting in a tremendous snowstorm.
So the question becomes, how are we actually going to shoot with these puppets?
And what I'd like you to do on this first one is look up.
Director Michael Hines insisted that we have the puppets on location rather than shooting them on green screen. And that turned out to be an excellent decision because it just made everything feel more real.
Definitely getting unit, yeah.
That's there, isn't it? Does that work for the other one? Okay.
Very good, thanks.
We're really proud of the puppets and the retro feature they give Man and Witch. But trying to capture that 80s feel didn't end with the production. When it was time to think about the key art, we also wanted to capture that 80s feeling.
Sort of terrifying, isn't
A
it?
heart procedure that was less stressful.
Okay, here we go, here we go. Now we're gonna slide it.
Slide it, okay.
So this is the Neverending Story movie poster that I have been signing my whole life.
We thought to ourselves, you know, how could we get a poster that was like a hand-painted 80s style movie poster that would be so perfect?
But the problem is nobody makes movie posters like this anymore.
So we were a little stuck.
Then it was this big aha moment.
Maybe we can see if we can find Renato Casero.
But, you know, how would that ever happen?
Around that time, we met Lisa Downs, the filmmaker for Life After the Neverending Story, who had been interviewing Tammy over the course of several years. She was like, oh, Renato, sure, I just interviewed him in Treviso for my doc.
How many movie posters have you done?
Many.
About 2,000.
Per un bravo illustratore di manifesti bisogna saper adattarsi a tutti i generi. La composizione dell'immagine, che deve essere molto equilibrata, e se tu crei al centro del manifesto i punti più essenziali, più importanti, diciamo più semplice è e più efficace. A me mi ha entusiasmato questo fatto di cominciare a creare proprio per questi film genere fantasy. Quindi fra la musica e la bellezza del film mi sono innamorato, ecco, mi sono proprio dedicato profondamente al film, al manifesto.
Well, our first thing is we had actually no idea how big it was.
Yeah, we thought maybe it was like this big.
Yeah, it could have been like Spinal Tap where it comes and it's like that.
Wide.
But anyway, it looks like it's this big, which is strangely the size of a movie poster. So.
Non sono io che mi sono ritirato, la tecnologia, il web che mi ha chiuso, ma ho preferito smettere nel momento giusto. Se viene una richiesta interessante, accetto la sfida per poter realizzare pittoricamente anche oggi.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's so cool!
Oh my God. It's in one piece.
Oh my God, it's so cool!
Look at that. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my God, I love it!
Wow. We're so thrilled to have this piece of art to really establish the whole tone of like, this is an authentic 80s fantasy film. So we hope you love the poster as much as we do.
It is the 40th anniversary of The Neverending Story. For the last 40 years, I've been signing this poster, and I'm even more excited to sign it now that I know the history behind Renato Casaro's art. And I very, very much hope that I'll be signing Man and Witch posters by the same phenomenal master.
So as you can see with the puppets and with the poster, those are just some of the ways that we've tried to make Man and Witch an authentic feeling 80s fantasy film.
I want to thank all the Neverending Story fans out there who have supported me over the years. We made this for you, for Family Movie Night, and we're thrilled that you're here from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And thanks for coming to the movies.